Hello, my gorgeous tech friends. How are you doing? I hope you are good and well. Today, we are diving in with a key question. What is SEC? Now, SEC has been trending all over the place because they have been chomping at the ankles of Coinbase and Binance, the most popular crypto exchanges that exist. Now, SEC is the Securities, let's get that right, shall we? The Securities and Exchange Commission, that is SEC, right? The US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is an independent federational government regulating agency responsible for protecting investors, maintaining fair and orderly functioning of the securities market, and facilitating capital formation. Now, I don't know how you feel about all those gigantic words, but I'm going to go through that again because it's important that we really hear this. Hear this loud and clear, please, collective. Yeah? SEC is an independent, one. Federal, two. Government, 3. Regulatory, 4. Agency, we're at 5. Gigantic, mammoth words, all encapsulated in the responsibility of protecting investors and maintaining fair and orderly functions of the securities market whilst facilitating capital formation. Why SEC is so relevant here is because SEC is truly recognized for its independence and control on the ground. SEC has really never had a segue in the digital arena until the digital arena was truly birthed by the peer-to-peer network that was introduced by Bitcoin, right? Satoshi Nakamoto came through with a ting, did he not? Right? But let's keep going. It was created by Congress in 1934. This is SEC we're talking about again, right? As the first federal regulator of the securities market. Now, SEC promotes full public disclosure, protects investors against fraudulent and manipulative practices in the market, and monitors corporate takeover actions in the United States. Keywords, in the United States, because I am based over here in the United Kingdom and we do have a gorgeous, lovely relationship with the FCA, right? The Financial Conduct Authority, right? But let's focus on the SEC, because the SEC also provides registration statements for book runners among underwriting firms, Generally, issues of securities offered in interstate commerce through the mail or on the internet must be registered with the SEC before they can be sold to investors. Financial service firms such as broker-dealers, advisory firms, and asset managers, as well as their professional representatives, must also register with the SEC to conduct business. So if you're from the UK, just go, SEC is FCA. Let's just hold it like that for now, okay? Clearly they're different. You want to do more research. It is not my job to explain all of it to you, but as I learn, you learn, together we learn. Hello, hermetology. An example of SEC is they would be responsible for approving any formal Bitcoin exchange, hence why we now have issues with Binance and Coinbase. The key issues that Gary Gendler, I believe, came through with all of these claims that Binance and Coinbase have a bundle of securities that they shouldn't, because there is a real discrepancy at this time between an initial coin offering, which is the initial offering and creation of a crypto asset, versus a security token, which is a utility token. There's a difference between an STO, an ICO, an IPO, an IEO. I will be bringing out content on all of them, so do hit like and subscribe as I break down every single one of them. And they're all differently regulated at this time. And governments screaming, whoa, you should be a security, you should be a security. Really, they're not screaming that. Really, they're screaming, we haven't got control over you and your coin. How dare you make billions without us having the whole say of it? We don't like it. We want that money on the ground. We're going to charge you with anything we can. But we don't know what yet. We're looking for the loophole. So everyone across the world, in all of these central banks, before they are fully digitalized, are looking at the gaps in their literature, the gaps in their regulatory framework that can really grab every digital asset by the balls and squash them real tight. Now, here we go again. Every time I go over to the crypto arena, it gets a bit dirty. But we're going to keep it clean, and I'm going to be professional and get the giggles out of the way, because it is true. There is this balls in the vice energy at this time in the whole crypto arena, and we're all stepping on eggshells, but we've all got a vision over there, and we see that golden egg and we all want it. You know, we all want to invest in the next big Bitcoin, the next thing that's going to blow up, the next thing that's going to be the winner for us, that's going to turn the millionaire into the billionaire and the investment into millions. You know, we're all seeking that in the game of cryptocurrency. We got meme coins coming out, our shit coins all over the place. We got altcoins, stable coins, DeFi. I mean, there's so much going on in the arena. It is incredibly sexy. It's such an empowering play space for the independent, right? It's so fun. And I love the fact that crypto has had such a segue, maybe not the best word. It's a segue from cash to somewhat of a cashless society, a digital realm. But it's been such a gorgeous play space for such a long period of time, so under the radar and so discreet to a certain degree that it hasn't alarmed the authorities. And as we arrived into 2022 and the market took a real tumble and we all started to lose our heads a little bit, it's been really nice, also burdensome in equal proportions of shit. We've come such a long way with all this coin, and there's trillions in the industry, and actually departments that are federal, serious regulatory bodies on the ground haven't got a fucking Scooby what to do about it. And it requires all of us to be really, really smart and switched on and use our initiative to watch content like this where we do say, what the hell is SEC? Yeah, simple questions like what is COINBASE, what is BINANCE doesn't always seem to be needed to be asked. But I think in today's society, for the betterment of humanity and for the uprising of all these children that will be living in a cashless society, we ask these questions and we pave the way for so much more opportunity in our lives financially. Okay, so I don't want to get too far activisty and ranting on because I am truly excited now, but I will just give you a few more takeaways, and that is that SEC was established by the passage of the US Securities Act of 1933 and the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934 and the Securities Act of 1933, largely in response to the stock market crash of 1929 that led to the Great Depression, okay? So it's always these key events like the Great Depression and stuff like that that bring in this new wave of legislation. Now, I do want to put out a piece about on the is this going to come out right? The ISCOS or the ICSOS? Either way, stay pinned because there is a whole new regulatory body that is looking like they're going to come in and govern the whole of crypto from a worldly standpoint. To be honest, they're taking on the global reins of digital assets. So that's really, really interesting. And I would put all of my eggs into the basket over there with them instead of holding on to a more national governance, yeah? Because we got SEC over here, we got FCA over here. But to be honest, if we really do want to pave the way in the industry correctly, then it probably is best that we refer to organizations that are incorporating the whole crypto space entirely. Because the whole point of crypto assets is the generalized concept of exchanging coin widespread in many different ways. You right? So we would rather have an institution that is founded and based on universal understanding, universal exchange. We can't have US running the whole SEC side of stuff for Coinbase and Binance when they're actually supporting members from outside of the US. That's a massive issue. So I am going to get the term right. I couldn't find it in my notes, guys, and I do apologize. I've tried to track it down, but I do have a whole chunky piece of information coming for you guys, okay, about the future governing bodies for crypto assets that bridge the gap internationally for all of us, which is incredibly important for future exchanges, okay? But I hope I've provided you enough with SEC. If there is anything specific you want to know more about, please do let me know in the comments and I can do a little piece on it. And yeah, I like to think I'll be back soon with more.